DB, glad you could make it to our meeting. Now you can see why it is necessary for guys like us to travel under the cover of darkness. I managed to give the Mossad the slip in the rural backwater. It is still impossible to navigate in that part of Iowa without an amphibious vehicle. Apparently, the Israelis get their weather intelligence from Elwin Taylor, and are under the impression we are in a drought. It's a pleasure, John. Thanks for supplying the security detail for my visit. Those two big Iowa State sorority girls were pretty intimidating. I believe my firm has been under surveillance, but I managed to give them the slip by leaving town in the wife's VW convertible with a blonde wig on. They never suspected I was on my way to the rural backwater to discuss our ongoing AgWeb mission to warn the sheeple of the approaching apocalypse. DB, these are dangerous times, and they call for extraordinary measures. This is no time to consider drinking the Kool-Aid. I thought for a moment that you might be going weak in the knees, ready to surrender to the glass-half-full crowd. Other than Tom and Ontario and Southern Illinois Farmer, I'd say we are pretty much lone wolves on AgWeb. Iowa Corn Farmer is beyond help. Anytime a serious conversation gets underway, he manages to turn the discussion into some tale about his exploits at college, or how he broke off his engagement and lost $3,000 on the fricking ring. That is a fact. Even OBG has abandoned us. Speaking of AgWeb, it seems to me that the place has pretty much turned into a PC love fest. I long for the days when you could get up in the morning and know that you could get ready to rumble in almost every discussion topic. Now, it is a wasteland. I mean seriously, what the fuck? How many pages of marketing posts do you have to put up to state the obvious? There are no viable markets left in agriculture. Just a giant casino run by the MoFo global gangsters. 48 is obsessed. I don't think the guy ever leaves his PC. Pounding out posts about being made whole for his John Corzineho's job. He just doesn't get it. He's screwed along with poor Grain Belt. Last time I looked, he was pissed at SES for suggesting that no money be returned until after a criminal investigation. I asked 48 yesterday how that letter-writing campaign to his elected officials was going. Obviously, he hadn't gotten back to him. My guess is his congressman was out to lunch with John Corzine eating lobster bisque and drinking $900 a bottle wine. I'll bet they were yuking it up, picturing 48 sitting there with the vinyl from his computer chair puckered up his asshole. DB, AgWeb's discussion board is a joke. Let's face it, when the verb stops posting, you know the end is near. There isn't even a need for a moderator anymore. Anna never even shows up unless she's polling some worthless trivia. Like where the Midwest is located. Well, John, what do you expect from an Oklahoma State University alumni? And to top it off, she's from California. That pretty much explains it. I heard a rumor that she's been seeing an ISU intern who has been working on the AgWeb server problems. Oh shit, I hope you're kidding me. Not that little punk who I saw in Mexico, Missouri smoking a joint by the dumpster while he was on lunch break. I'm afraid so, John. I've heard he smokes marijuana on his lunch breaks and plays in a grunge band on weekends. How could a goddess like Anna stoop so low? It's a sad situation indeed. It makes my skin crawl just thinking about it. Anna and that little twerp together. It's a shame we can't simply blow his brains out and save Anna from a life of serial pregnancy and drug addiction. And cars that are always breaking down, not to mention the trauma of repossessed furniture. We may need to fly down there and get her back on the right track. She's even been neglecting updating her website on how to prepare beef on a budget. Before we get down to serious business, could I interest you in a Corona? And a bag of popcorn?